In the warm July sun of 2001, in the lush green hills of Jamaica, a boy named Kishane Thompson was born. The island was already known as the sprint capital of the world, home to legends like Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, and Shelley Ann Fraser-Price. But on July 17th, no one could have guessed that this soft-spoken child would one day carry that proud sprinting torch into a new generation. Kishane grew up in an environment where running was not just a sport, it was part of daily life. His early years were filled with the sights, sounds, and smells of rural Jamaica, the scent of fresh mangoes in the breeze, the buzz of crickets on warm nights, and the rhythmic beat of reggae drifting from roadside shops. Like many Jamaican children, he ran everywhere: school, errands, playing football with friends in open fields, and those bursts of speed became second nature. His mother, a devoted woman with an eye for discipline, often reminded him, "Your legs can take you far, but your mind will decide where far is." His father, quieter but fiercely supportive, was the kind who would watch every school sports day from start to finish, never missing an event in which his son competed. The Thompsons weren't wealthy, but they were rich in encouragement. They made sure Kishane knew that dedication could make up for what they lacked in resources. It was in primary school that his first true race unfolded. On a sun-baked field, lined with nothing more than chalk and the cheering of classmates, Kishane sprinted barefoot against the fastest kids in his parish and won. He didn't just win, he seemed to glide, each stride eating up the ground as though the wind itself had chosen him. That victory was a turning point. Teachers began to talk. Coaches started to take notice. He wasn't just fast, he was different. By the time he entered high school, the Jamaican school athletics scene, particularly the famous champs, boys and girls championships, was a big part of his world. Every year, thousands of young athletes fought for glory in front of roaring crowds, and scouts kept a sharp eye out for rising stars. But Kishane's journey was not straightforward. The teenage years brought a mix of impressive performances and frustrating injuries, growth spurts, heavy training loads, and the intensity of competition sometimes left him sidelined. Yet each setback only sharpened his resolve. He learned patience, a rare trait in a young sprinter. Instead of rushing back too soon from injuries, he learned the art of building himself slowly. This cautious, calculated approach would later become a defining element of his career, one that even his future coach, Stephen Francis, would appreciate. By his late teens, Kishane's talent was undeniable. His long, powerful stride, combined with an efficient running style, made him a natural fit for the 100 meters. Word began to spread in Jamaican athletic circles. There was a young man who, if managed correctly, could be the next big thing. That buzz eventually brought him to the MVP Track Club, a powerhouse training ground for elite Jamaican athletes. Under the guidance of Stephen Francis, Kishane entered a new chapter. Francis was famous for his strict, methodical coaching style. Demanding, but brilliant. He believed in planning for the long term, in protecting his athletes from overexposure and burnout. In 2023, this philosophy was on full display. Kishane ran 9.91 seconds in his qualifying heat at the Jamaican Championships, a blistering time that made fans hungry for more. But then, to the confusion of many, he pulled out before the semi-final. This wasn't a sign of injury mid-competition. It was a calculated move. Francis knew Kishane's history with injuries and had decided he would avoid multiple rounds that season. That same year, Kishane stepped onto the Diamond League stage for the first time, debuting in Monaco. The competition was fierce, and he clocked 10.04 seconds to finish fifth. Not a victory, but a valuable learning experience. Then, in September, he delivered a huge personal best of 9.85 seconds in Xiamen, China, finishing second. A week later, in Eugene, Oregon, he ran 9.87 seconds for fourth place. These performances cemented his arrival on the world stage. The 2024 season would become his breakthrough year. At the Jamaican Olympic Trials, the electricity in Kingston's National Stadium was palpable. In the opening round, Kishane stunned the crowd with 9.82 seconds, already one of the fastest times in the world that year. Then, in the final, he went even faster, 9.77 seconds, a new personal best and the Jamaican national title. He was now officially one of the fastest men in history, and so came Paris 2024. The Olympic Games, the global spotlight, the 100 meters final was loaded with talent. Noah Lyles, the American sprint sensation, other established stars, and the Jamaican newcomer, Kishane Thompson. When the starter's gun fired, it was pure poetry in motion. Both Lyles and Thompson charged down the track, neck and neck, stride for stride. The stadium erupted as they crossed the line together. The scoreboard flashed, 9.79 seconds for both men. A tie? Almost. The officials went to the photo finish, and after a tense delay, Lyles was declared the gold medalist by 0.05 of a second. The silver went to Kishane. The reaction was explosive. Fans, pundits, and even some former athletes called for a shared gold medal. Social media was flooded with slow-motion replays, frame-by-frame analysis, and passionate arguments. NBC initially even reported Kishane as the winner before correcting the result. Through it all, Kishane handled himself with grace. In interviews, he smiled humbly and congratulated Lyles while quietly acknowledging that he would be back. In early 2025, he turned to the indoor circuit, running a 60 meters personal best of 6.48 seconds into a -2.1 meters per second headwind at the Central Hurdles, Relays, and Field Events meet. This placed him fifth on Jamaica's all-time list, a testament to his explosive start, an area many sprinters spend years perfecting. That same year, he opened his outdoor season at the Shanghai Diamond League, finishing second in 9.99 seconds. In June, at the Racers Grand Prix in Kingston, he improved to 9.88 seconds. But the peak came at the 2025 Jamaican Championships. In the semi-final, he ran 9.80 seconds plus 0.4 meters per second. In the final, he blazed to 9.75 seconds plus 0.8 meters per second, moving to sixth on the all-time top list. Less than a month later, he won the 100 meters at the Prefontaine Classic in 9.85 seconds, further solidifying his status as one of the fastest sprinters alive. Off the track, Kishane has kept his personal life largely private. While rumors occasionally swirl in the media about relationships, he is not publicly confirmed to be married as of 2025. Those who know him describe him as grounded, polite, and focused, more interested in his training blocks and recovery sessions than in chasing headlines. He is often spotted at community events in Jamaica, encouraging young athletes, speaking about discipline, and stressing the importance of education alongside sports. His life is not all about running, though. Friends say he has a deep love for Jamaican music, both reggae and dancehall, and is often seen with headphones on, locking into a rhythm before a race. He's also known for a quiet but sharp sense of humor, occasionally dropping witty one-liners that catch people off guard. Looking forward, Kishane has made it clear. He wants Olympic gold, world championship titles, and to push human sprinting to even faster times. His training remains meticulous, his recovery carefully managed, and his mental game sharper than ever. With a combination of natural talent, strategic coaching, and a calm, determined personality, he is poised to be the face of Jamaican sprinting for years to come. From barefoot sprints on dusty school fields to photo finishes on the biggest stage in sport, the journey of Kishane Thompson is still unfolding. And if history is any guide, the next chapters could be even faster. Please subscribe.